It's time to tee it up and kick it off. It's time for the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Presented by Hatch Toyota. Sports Zone Radio brings you unmatched coverage of football from around the White Mountains and beyond. No one does it like Sports Zone Radio. And now you can live stream HD video of our broadcast coverage exclusively at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app. All part of the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota. Chaz Hatch refuses to lose a deal over $1. Hard-hitting broadcast coverage of White Mountains football is up next. Now let's take you out to the field and join our broadcast team for tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week.
Good evening, everybody. This is the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week here at Show Low Cougar Field, where we have a big 3A East game, girls soccer between the Show Low Cougars and their rival, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Big game here tonight. Lots of rankings and points to go along to the winner. These games can end in a tie. But right now, Blue Ridge is ranked 5th, Show Low 6th. But that can always swap out. It's the top 6 teams that make the state playoffs. So you're looking at 2 teams right now on the very edge of the playoff table. But with a win here tonight by the Show Low Cougars, that could get them above the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets into that 5 spot a little bit. You're not right on the cusp, and then you're playing the number 4 seed instead of the number 3 seed in the first round. And this is Byron Brown Beast Square with the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Gorgeous evening here, 3/4 moon, bright as bright can be. We got dusk here. It's picturesque setting. And we are to begin the game. Blue Ridge has it. And they'll pass back. Try to control it, get to the outside. That's Verdugo trying to get control, but she's being boxed out, and now Show Low has it. They're going to go up front, but they're going to turn it over, but Blue Ridge will kick it out of bounds, so Show Low throw in. Show Low sporting the October pink uniforms. They've got the ball, kicking it to the middle there, controlled. Kicking it to the outside. That's number 9 for the Cougars. That's McKenna Judd. She still has it. She kicks it to the middle. Here's a shot and goal right within the first minute of this game. The Show Low Cougars put a goal on the board, and I believe that's number 6. Taylin Butler with an assist from McKenna Judd. Nice job of right there of pass to the middle, shoot. And that started on the outside by Judd getting it to the middle to Moore, who kicked it back out. And Judd was able to take it to the outside, beat the defender, shoot it to the middle, where Butler was able to take the shot and put it in. So the first goal of the game goes to the Show Low Cougars, but here's the Yellow Jackets coming back, attacking on the outside. Here's a pass to the inside, and it's kicked back out. Controlled here by Blue Ridge, getting it to the middle, but Show Low is able to beat the pass, get it to the outside. Blue Ridge controls, but there's Judd right there, forcing the issue and forcing the Yellow Jackets to kick it out of bounds. Show Low ball. Here's a throw in to the outside. Controlled by the Cougars. Trying to get around the defender. Kicks it. There's it right into the goal's arm right there. That was, I believe, number 11 for the Cougars. Maddie Ellis, who tried to get it in there. Long kick by the goalie, but out of bounds. Show Low ball, throw in. Control. Kicking it back. And just out of bounds, so now Blue Ridge throw in. So in 45 seconds, the Show Low Cougars take a lead and get the first goal of the game. And here's a drive right here by Blue Ridge. It's going to be a one-on-one shot against, and that is good for the Yellow Jackets. Miley Hamblin right there, who takes it herself, gets the throw in, and is able to weave through the Show Low Cougar defense to get the game-tying goal. So here we are, 1-1 with 37-37 left in the first half. So 2 goals in under 3 minutes. If this is how it keeps up, this is going to be an exciting game here tonight. Throw in for the Yellow Jackets, trying to keep it in bounds. They're looking for it out of bounds, but the ball did not cross all the way fully against the line. So here's the Yellow Jackets again, putting pressure on the Cougar defense. They've got it to the outside. They're going to get it back, control it, but there's going to be a foul against the Cougar defense. I tell you what, that's what speed does for you right there. That was a nice job by the Yellow Jackets. I believe that was number 21 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Leah Gaffney, who put the pressure and was able to draw the foul. So this is going to be a free kick. Looks like it's just outside the box. From this distance, I think that's number 11. I believe that's Hamblin, who has already the first goal for the Yellow Jackets here tonight. She's going to take it, line it up. She's going to kick it in. There's a shot, and it's in. A little pressure right there. I think that was that Verdugo on the outside that put a little pressure on the goalie. She was not able to get it in, and I have to see the replay to see if Verdugo was able to get her foot in on that shot, on that penalty kick. But that goal right there will give the Yellow Jackets their first lead, 2-1 here. I believe that was a Verdugo goal. We're going to give it to Verdugo right there. So here we are, 2-1. There's still 36 minutes left in the first half. Nice job by Hamlin, really, with the penalty kick to get it all the way to the goalkeeper and allow Verdugo to come in from the outside, from the backside. Great job by Verdugo. Sometimes what happens is the players will just shoot straight from their line, but Verdugo goes up to the line, up to the ball, and is able to get a piece of it before the goalie is able to get there. And here's the Cougars trying for a long pass. Couldn't quite control it inside, but here's a defender that kicks it out, and it's going to be a Blue Ridge turnover. Show Low ball, throw in. They're going to throw it in deep. And like I said, it's the Show Low Cougars are going to be in their October pink jerseys. It is October, the month of October, which is breast cancer awareness. Most teams will wear at one time a pink jersey, and tonight is the jersey of choice for the Show Low girls. For the records, Show Low girls are 3-4-1 overall. I believe 1-2 in region play. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets are 4-2, 2-0 right now in region play. Here's a pass inside. Here's another shot right at the goalkeeper. She makes the stop. It was a nice play by both. I believe that's number 3 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Victoria Marquez with a nice shot, but the goalkeeper able to stand her ground and able to come up with it. Show is going to get a little penalty kick right there. And she's going to kick it long, try to deep, get to her player Butler, I believe. And she's the one that scored the first goal. She's going to pass it to the middle. A little give and go right now. They've got it. They've got someone in the middle. They're looking for the outside. No one quite there, and so defensively, the Yellow Jackets able to kick it out, but possessed by the Cougars. Again, getting it to the outside to Judd. Judd getting it back in the middle. Taking the time by the Cougars, passing around, looking for that right possession. But here's a giveaway but they're taken right back by Butler, getting into the middle, coming back out. And Show Low gets possession, little scrum in between, and finally kicked out of there by the Yellow Jacket defense. And here's a turnover right here. It looks like Marquez right here. She's going to kick it deep. Oh, nice play by the Cougar defender right there to keep it away. Marquez was looking for the outside for her player, her teammate. That would be number 8, Caitlin Nippers, streaking down the side. But nice play by the Cougars. Here's a deep ball by the Yellow Jackets, forcing the out-of-bounds kick by the Cougars. Again, this is what speed will do for you. Looks like Blue Ridge has a lot of speed up front. They will put pressure with that speed, and you're seeing the turnovers right now by the Cougars. Here's the throw-in. No pressure. Here's a free kick to the middle. That's going to be kicked out by the Cougar defense. But still controlled by Blue Ridge. Here's a nice play by the Cougars. That's Butler, I believe. She's the one that scored the first goal with under a minute, and she's going to kick it deep, but that's going to be offsides. Definitely offsides on that one. The Cougar offensive player was definitely behind the defense on that one. So Blue Ridge will have a free kick. They're going to kick it down, and it's going to go out of bounds. Show Low throw in. So Show Low is coached by Chris Ellis. Also, Game Bustelis, Carlos Mash, and Tanner Mash. Those are the Show Low girls soccer coaches. Here's a play inside. Goalie's going to come out for the Yellow Jackets, pick it up. Take a time. Make sure no one's around. Get that free kick out. Get it up to the midfield. That's Hamlin who gets it out to Nippers, who's going to try to feed the give and go right there. And Hamlin comes away with it across from the defender. She's going to go in between the two. She still has control. Shot, goal! Hamlin once again making the Cougar defense look like Swiss cheese. Hamlin just getting control. Doing a great job with her feet, keeping control, getting to the middle, and then putting the ball past the goalie. That is the third goal for the Yellow Jackets here this evening. Great job by Hamlin. Look at this again on the replay. She's just going through the defenders, and she is determined. And it finally pays off with the ball in the back of the net. 3-1 Yellow Jackets. After that first goal by the Cougars, it has been all Yellow Jackets here. The coaches for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets is Brittany Hamblin as the head coach, Rachel Ellsworth, Kirby Elkins, Heather Merrill, and Jamie Winger are the assistant coaches. Still in control are the Yellow Jackets. It's a throw in. Trying to see who's going to throw it in. Verdugo's going to step up. Gets it in. That was Marquez. Then Nippers is going to put it to the middle. Get it out there. That's number 2 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Sanchez. It's taken away by the Cougar defense. Sent forward. And the Yellow Jackets do a nice job getting it away, but the Cougars get the ball back. That's Judd. She's going to send it to Butler. Ooh, that was close. I'd have to see the replay. That was very close, but I think Butler had an arm or a leg just ahead of the defender right there, just by a hair. Let's see on this replay right here. I'm going to try to watch Butler here. She tries the hold, and yeah, she's just offside. She just about one stride too much. If she would have held her ground just one more second, that would have been a great give and go for the Cougars. Blue Ridge throws in. They're controlling it. I think that's Hamlin. She's going to send it deep to the goal, and that's going to be just wide, so that'll be a goal kick. Blue Ridge doing a great job here putting pressure on the Show Low Cougars early on after that, after the first goal by the Cougars, by Butler. It was great passing. by the Cougars to get that first goal in under 45 seconds. But here, since then, it has been all Blue Ridge. And here they are once again putting pressure on the Cougar defense, but finally comes away. They're going to get to the middle. They're going to send it long. Not quite controlled, but there it is, just enough. Cougars still have it. Looking for a give and go. They're going to go to the outside. Someone pops up. They are coming through. They're going to control it, and they're going to send it. There's a nice save by the goalkeeper. There's a Cougar teammate right there. There's another kick, and it's just wide. Just wide by the Cougars. Just missing to get the second goal of the night. Really putting the pressure on where the Cougars. There's, I think that's number 13, Sophie Ellis. And then it was Butler that passed it back, and I'm not sure who took that last shot for the Cougars. But it was just inches away from being the second goal for them tonight. So we're seeing very aggressive teams here tonight. Once they get past the midfield, they are looking to score, which is great. I love to see this. This is kind of what I like to preach. Here's another give and go. Just, is it enough? Uh-oh, goalie comes out. That's a close one. That's a tough one for a goalie right there. Because you can't come out and field it, or it's a handball. It's a penalty kick for the Cougars, and you just got to hope that you beat the other team and able to kick it out of there. But the Cougars have control of it. They're on the outside on the wing, doing a nice job of keeping control, forcing the issue. They're getting a little give and go. There's an offsides call on the Cougars, so they'll turn the ball over. But nice job by the Cougars of forcing the issue. Again, I as I was saying before, I like to see attacking. Too many times in soccer or football internationally, they have a precedence. They try to sit there and they want to have you got to pass the ball 5 times. 10 people got to touch it before you pass. Me, it's like, hey, if you got the advantage, go and take it. Right, as we're seeing right here, there's a shot right there. Nice shot. Left foot, by the way, by Nippers on the goal, and a great stop by the goalkeeper for the Cougars. And the goalkeepers for today, I'm not quite sure. I have to look for Blue Ridge to see what number they are wearing. But I believe that's Naomi Tapia is the goalkeeper for the Cougars. And I'm not sure who the goalkeeper is for Blue Ridge. Here's a attack by Blue Ridge. Their Cougar defense able to turn it away, get it out of the penalty box. Here's a shot back in. That would be easily defended by the Cougar goalie, Naomi. Kicked out. Verdugo able to stop it, is send it back in. Goalie will come out for the Cougars. She'll take it, pick it up. Kick it out. Cougars going to send it deep. Looks like Butler trying to. There's a matchup of two stars for the programs each. That's Butler and Hamblin going after it, but it goes out of bounds. Hamblin with the quick throw in. I believe that's Verdugo. She's trying to get it to the outside to Nippers. Who's going to attack it? Try to see if she can't send it to the middle. She does. Who's there? Oh, I believe that was. Is that Marquez? Yes, Marquez was sitting there, just didn't quite get the right foot alignment on it and was able to send it over the net or over the goal. But Blue Ridge keeps pressure on, and there's right at the goal. Goalie comes up with it. Gets it out, controlled by. Looks like they're still fighting for it, but Cougars come away with it. And Verdugo comes in, takes away, but here's the Cougars. Are they looking to go? They're going to send it, but not quite. Again, Verdugo coming back to help out. She's going to send it wide. And the Cougar defense comes through. They're going to keep it down the line. They got to, here come the Cougar girls right now, forcing the issue. Nice job by the defender to put the pressure on. Cougars getting it to the middle, going to send it down. Judd wasn't quite ready for it. She was trying to get onside. So the Blue Ridge goalkeeper is 37. That's Amy Halls. So Halls is the goalkeeper for the Yellow Jackets. And here's Nippers, who's going to send it for Hamlin. She's got a defender, but we've seen what she does. She keeps control. She sends it to the middle. No one's quite there. Nice job by the Cougar defense to get it out. Verdugo gains control. She's going to send it to the middle. I believe that's Sanchez. Sanchez gets it to the middle. Here's a shot over. I believe that was number 21. Is that Leah Gaffney for the Yellow Jackets? Trying to kick it out are the Cougars, but the Yellow Jackets are there. They've got it, kicking it back. And again, here's a nice kick out by the Show Low defender. That's Judd. She's going to try to turn and burn. Being defended by the other 9, Verdugo. Here's the middle. Judd's got it. She's going to send it deep. It gets through. Show Low's got someone that's going to get there. She's going to go. Is she going to be able to get around? Nope, the defense is able to get there. And then Cougar defender or Cougar offensive player right there. I think that's Ellis. She finally gets it to next teammate Judd. Judd comes around, gets a little bit too much of a touch, and it's sent to the middle by the Yellow Jacket defense. Now it's sent. Foot race. Cougar defense able to get out there, but knocked down by the Blue Ridge offensive players. It's out to Nipper. She's going to go to the outside, cut back inside. She's going to take a shot to the corner, just wide. All right, ambidextrous are we? For Nipper, she can send it with the left or right leg.
Good to go? Okay.
Here's the kick out. Sanchez controls it for the Yellow Jackets. Controlled by the Cougars. Cougars send it deep. Knocked out, so that'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Show Low doesn't wait for anybody. They just get it down there. That's nice to see, like not waiting for everybody to get there. And then here could be possibly a turnover by the Yellow Jackets. And here's the Cougars. Are they going to send it up just one touch too much? But they are able to get the ball back, throw in. Here it is. Here's Judd going around. Controls it, able to get, they're going to call that she was out, that it went out. A little late whistle right there. In my opinion. Allowed her to, Judd to take off when he could have blew the whistle as soon as that ball went out. So Yellow Jacket throw in. And Nippers gets it to the middle. No one there but the Cougar defenders. And they're going to send it deep. And it's kicked up. And here's Hamlin. Is she going to get there? Nope, she's going to let Gaffney try to get outside. It's a turnover by the Cougars. It's a throw-in for the Yellow Jackets. We have 20 minutes and 13 seconds left in this first half. It is Blue Ridge 3. The Show Low Cougars 1 here in this key 3A East battle of girls soccer. There's a fight for the ball into the middle. Finally got to by Verdugo. She's going to send it. Gaffney's going to get it. Try to turn it. She's kicked out by the defender, but Sanchez sends it back to the middle. It gets kicked out. Here's the Cougars. Will they go on attack? Tried to send it. Not quite, but they still have possession. Now they're going to send it. And it gets by, and here we go. Let's see Judd. She's got the wheel. She was able to set up the first score. Here comes a Blue Ridge defender. She's able to get back in time and kick it away from Judd. Nice job by the Yellow Jacket defender right there. Can't quite see a number. I give it to you. I think it's either 13 or 19. We'll see what we have. We have a 13, so that would be Austin Hamblin right there that was able to take it away from Judd. Judd still possesses here on the throw and gets it to the goalie. And the goalie corrals it for the Yellow Jacket. That's Halls. She's going to kick it out. Over the defender of the Cougars, but not quite being able to be played by the Yellow Jacket, Gaffney right there. Defender for Cougars sends it to the goalie. She's able to kick it out. Cougars have the ball. They're lined up, and they're going to send it again. Let's see what it's a foot race again. Show Low's got it. She's got control, just waiting for some help. Passes back. She's going to attack the outside and send it to the middle. Is anyone there? That's Butler. She slides, kicks wide. Wide left. Wide left. Nice job right there by the Cougars. That was Sophie Ellis who was able to get to the outside, get it to the middle where Butler took the shot and just pushed it wide. Great attack by the Cougars. Here comes the Yellow Jackets. This is Hamblin. It's taken away. Here comes the Cougars again. Judd's got it. She's going to send it up the middle. Butler, was she on center? She was. Goalie's out. Is she going to be able to get a kick? No. The defender, I believe that's number 13 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Hamblin that was able to make it back and just get in the way of Butler as Butler was preparing herself to try to take the shot. I thought that maybe Butler might take it a little earlier because Halls was a little far out of her goalie range. She was like at the top of the post, and if you can just poke one by or just above the goalie, that's going to be a goal. But Butler wanted to have a little bit better shot, make a little bit more higher percentage. But great defensive play by Hamblin, Austin Hamblin, to get back into the way. And here's a shot by Nippers on the goal of the Cougars, but it is saved. We've got 16 and a half minutes left in the first half. Blue Ridge 3, Show Low 1 here in the 3A East girls soccer. And just so we're all clear, this is the pitch, not a field. I should have said the Show Low Cougar pitch earlier. And here's Butler. Again, out sprinting. The goalie comes out. Here it is. She's got her back turned. She needs to shoot. And it's in. She does. From the top of the box. Mistake by Halls right there. And Butler able to take advantage of it and bring the Show Low Cougar girls within one. It is now 3-2 Blue Ridge. There we go. Here's a great shot. Look, the goalie's turned around, and right there, Butler says, I am not going to have this happen again because their defender's right behind me. She did a great play last time. I'm going to send it from the top of the box and in for the goal for the Cougars. So Butler has both goals for the Show Low Cougars. It is now 3-2 Blue Ridge over Show Low with just under 16 minutes left in this first half. Here we go. Blue Ridge on the attack, but sent back by the Cougar defense. It's amazing how quickly the Yellow Jackets go on attack after a goal, after giving up the goal. Right there, they went on to the attack and put pressure on the Show Low Cougars defense. Here's a ball that's in the middle. It's pushed out. Cougars have it. They're sending it to the wide. Are they going to be able to send it? I like what they do with the Cougars. They have two sitting with the defense and then try to send it and have their fastest players like this. Butler again. She is onside. Butler again. She's going to try, but they're doing a nice job. There's no foul. There's no foul. Nice job again by the Blue Ridge defense to gather back. She wanted to call for offense, or offsides. When you see a defender put their arms up, they're looking for offsides, but Butler did a nice job of staying onside. She was just faster, but without having to deal with ball control like Butler was, the defender was able to get there and be able to make a defense of it. So here's Butler again. She's got it at the top of the box on the wing side on the left. She's going to pass it in, but her teammate just wasn't ready for it. Didn't make the aggressive run right there, but the Blue Ridge defense able to kick it out. That'll be a throw-in. Trying to get it to the middle. Nice job by the defense, but they tried to kick it out, but it hits their own teammate, and it turns it over to the Cougars. They've got the ball at the top of the box. Here's a shot. Wide. Shot wide by the Cougars. I'm trying to see. That's I believe that's third. Is that 13? Yes, that's 13 for the Cougars. That is Sophie Ellis trying it with the left foot. Trying to bend it in. Didn't quite get the bend it like Beckham. Here's the kick out. Butler just all over the place for the Show Low Lady Cougars here. Here's a deep kick that's going to force the issue for the Show Low Cougars. They're going to kick it back to their goalie, who's going to have control, but she's going to get a little pressure on the inside. Blue Ridge has switched a little bit. They've switched some of their players now. Instead of Nippers on the left, that's Gaffney on the left. And then I'm trying to find out where Nippers is. That's Marquez. I think, did Nippers come back? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Here's the fight. There's the defense for the Yellow Jackets kind of forcing the issue, getting it up. Forcing Show Low to kind of take their time and kick it. And here's Verdugo with a quick steal, just not quite. Went out of bounds, throw in. Show Low's going to throw it in. And Blue Ridge is going to kick it out. Show Low being aggressive, just getting the ball and throwing it in. Here's a little throw into the middle. There's Judd. She's going to try to get it outside, but she's taken away by Verdugo, but right back by the Cougars right there. That's number 7 for the Cougars. Tatum Moore. She's got control. She's going to send it to the middle. Here's a shot and a dive and a save by the goalkeeper, Amy Halls of the Yellow Jackets. Nice job right there by Moore keeping it in, and here's a shot by Sophie Ellis. Nice job keeping it low, but great job by the goalkeeper of being able to not only just dive, but dive with her body close to the ground and coming up with that save. And here's the Yellow Jackets coming again, getting it to the outside, back inside. That was Sanchez trying to send it in, but Cougar defense all over it. Here's Judd. They're looking to send it. Little give and take right there. Butler's got it, comes out with it. She's going to send it. And the goalkeeper's going to send it back. Here's control, Blue Ridge. That's Verdugo. She's going to try to send it wide. Headed by the Cougars, but sent to the middle. Controlled by the Yellow Jackets. Here's number 14 for Molly Rose. Getting it to the middle. Forcing the Cougar defense. They got it controlled, and then they kick it out of bounds, so that'll be a throw-in by the Yellow Jackets. So to cap it, Butler scores in like 45 seconds of the first half. She scores the first goal of the game. It's 1-0 Show Low Cougars. In a matter of a minute, Blue Ridge comes back. That's Mila Hamblin that takes control and goes through the defenders of the Cougars and scores her first goal. And then about 1 minute later, on a penalty kick, Hamblin sends it to the goal. Verdugo, here's a shot, save. Hamblin sends a penalty kick to the goal, and Verdugo's able to get her foot in and knock it away from the goalie and into the net for the Blue Ridge lead of 2-1. And then Hamblin, about 4 minutes later, gets her second goal, goes through the defense once again, and is able to get a shot on goal and scores her second goal and puts Blue Ridge up 3-1. In the 15-minute, just under 16 minutes of the first half, Butler gets her second goal on a giveaway right there. She got the ball on a nice pass from her defender, from a Cougar defender, sent it over the midfield. She just outraced the defender, and the goalie had come out and was running with her back to Butler, and Butler just said, hey, I'm taking the shot from the top of the box, and is able to put away her second goal of the night. And here we are at 3-2 with 9 minutes left in the first half. Here's a nice throw in. Nice pressure by Show Low right there. I get you a name. I just got to wait till I see a number for Show Low. Sometimes with the pink, it doesn't quite, the numbers don't quite show like you want it. Blue Ridge had their first corner. Show Low will have their first corner. And here's Butler. She's going to run it. There isn't a defender around. Again, they try to go inside to the middle, and they had somebody, but defender is able to, Blue Ridge, send it out. Here's a kick in to the box, corralled by the goalie. Here's the goal kick, out. Move forward by Blue Ridge, trying to corral it, push back, putting a little pressure on the Yellow Jackets. They kick it, the goalie kicks it out, corralled by the Cougars. Taken away by Gaffney. She's on the outside. They've got like a little 2-on-1. She's going to take the shot, skip it in on the goal. She had some time. She could have taken it in a little bit more and then tried maybe either shooting it or going to the middle. We have a down player. That's number 4 for the Cougars. That's Kaylin Scott. Kaylin Scott, who's doing a great job on defense and was able to get the ball up here earlier when I wasn't sure who the defender was for the Cougars that brought it onto the offensive side. But she's looks like she kind of fell a little bit on her arm. See if they're going to substitute for her. Looks like they will. Picturesque moon in the night sky here above the Cougar pitch. In a battle of two 3A East rivals, the Show Low Cougars and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets in a key 3A East girls soccer game. Goal kick controlled by the Cougars. They're going to send it forward. Again, they're just going to see if they can outrun the Yellow Jackets, and they do. They get possession. That's Judd trying to come around, but nice job by the defender not to let her get the turn. And a little fight here, and it's going to be kicked away by the Yellow Jackets. Throw in Cougars, who are quick to throw it in. And that's Sophie Ellis. But here's the Yellow Jackets trying to get it away. Cougars keep it. Send it into the middle to Judd. She's going to turn and go, and she's got a room, and there's a defender that comes on the backside for the Yellow Jackets to kick it away. It'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. I think that was Hamlin, number 11, that was able to knock it away. She came back on defense. I think they've got her playing defense at the moment. Here's the Cougars. They're trying to get it to the middle. They'll give and go. Judd was there, but not quite had a controlling pass. And here's a send it deep. See who's there for the Yellow Jackets to try to get there, but the Cougars defense able to get to it. And that's Nippers. So they switched Gaffney and Nippers. Gaffney's on the left side now. Nippers is on the right side. for the Yellow Jackets. Here's a nice play by Verdugo, trying to keep possession of the ball, but turns over to the Cougars. They're going to send it deep. Here comes Butler again. Goalie gets back. Here's the defender. Will they get back in time? Ball gets away from Butler, and the goalie is able to jump on it. Nice job by the defense. That was the defender of the Blue Ridge Yellow Jacket, able to knock the ball a little bit away from Butler before she could get her sights set on a shot. Goalie came up, able to make a nice play dive. Here's another give and go. Wide open net by the goalie. And that is number 7. I think that's Tatum Moore that tried to get the ball past the goalie as she came out, forced the issue. Moore just wide on that attempted shot. But again, nice play by Amy Halls on that Butler right there to get it. She dove getting on it, but it squirted away. Butler trying to get to it, but Hall's doing a little defensive mover while she's on the ground. She's crawling to get the ball and falls on it. Doesn't allow Butler to have a shot. The Cougars remain possession. They've got it. They're going outside. They're going to kick it wide to Judd, but Halls does a great job of beating Judd to the spot and to the ball. So here's a kick. And this is Nipper. That's Gaffney right there on the outside with the defender for Show Low, fighting for it. And it's sent, and the Cougars have possession. That's, I believe, Sophie Ellis. She sends it to the middle. It's popped up into the middle. There's the Yellow Jackets trying to get control. That's Marquez. She's going to send it deep. Turned back by the Cougar defense. That's Verdugo. She loses it to, I believe that's Sophie Ellis. Ellis trying to just figure out which way she wants to go. They send it to the middle. And that's Judd, who got past the defender. She was looking the wrong way, but this is Hamlin. And Hamlin does a great job of getting back on defense, but Butler has possession. And Judd is down. Hamlin just cut across in front of her. I don't believe that wasn't a penalty. She got the ball. But Judd, I think we'd have to see what the replay looked like if she fell, how she fell on that. Not sure. But I think that's why they put Hamlin in the back now, Miley Hamlin, because this is the aggressive nature of the Show Low Cougars, and this is their game plan, which I like to see, which is they put their fastest players up against the defense, make sure they're onside, send it, and they're going to outrace the defenders of the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, which they have been able to successfully do so, and so it forced Blue Ridge to put one of their better players who has scored 2 goals so far. That's Miley Hamlin into the back, and she had to come back and make a play, and good to see that Judd is up. She has a little bit of a limp, but nothing major. But she's going to be walked off and sub for. Good to see that she is up. So I believe they called the delayed penalty. So this is a penalty kick for the Cougars. So they did call penalty. Again, Judd seems to be getting a little bit better as she walks off. Gingerly, but not as much as she first began. That's good to see. Good. You know, Judd is a very vital part of the game plan for the Cougars in the attacking offense. So here comes a late push. Here's Sophia. She's going to send it over the goalpost. I thought that was between the goalie and the goalpost. I had to see if it was going to hit the net, and it didn't. So Sophie Ellis just sends it just over the crossbar on that PK right there. Watch how close this is. It looks like it's going in and just goes over. 3-2, Blue Ridge in the first half. Just under 3 minutes left in this first half. The goal kick controlled by the Show Low Cougars on the left side of the pitch. Taken away. Here's the Blue Ridge defense. Loses it back to the Cougars. I think that's Butler. That's going to be a little aggressive penalty. I believe that's Butler that forced the action right there. She did a nice job. She is also, along with Judge, she is part of a major part of the game plan for the Show Low Cougars offense. Her speed, very fast, very quick. Show Low girls, I talked about the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets' speed earlier in this game, the way it came through that allowed them to take that 3-1 lead. But here we're really seeing the Show Low Cougar speed being taken advantage of by their game plan. Here's a kick, and it scores! That's good. Nice kick. PK right to the corner. Great location by the Show Low Cougars to tie this game up. I believe that is number 11, and she puts it exactly where it needs to be. That's number 11, Maddie Ellis. Great job right here, putting it directly in the corner, high enough that even if the goalie could try to jump, she's not going to get it. And that's the game-tying goal with under 2 minutes in this first half. 3-3 here at the Cougar pitch. Cougars are able to come back. They down 3-1 and are able to tie it with just a minute and a half left here in the first half. Blue Ridge trying to push, but here's the Cougars again being aggressive. Going wide is Butler. She's looking for a spot. She's going to send it deep and see what happens. And she's got a player, but the goalie comes out this time, is able to make the play. No hesitancy by Halls like the last two possessions she has had where that's happened. She's going to come out again and just be able to get to the ball before the Cougars. So that's going to be a little bit of adjustment for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to have their goalie Halls understand and not have the hesitancy, but like, hey, if they're going to send it like this, we're going to have you come out and beat their kids, their attackers, to the ball and send it so we're not getting beat and you're out of position. So they put Hamlin back in. That's Miley Hamlin looking for the ball. It's just going to be sent to the middle. That's Verdugo. She's got some room, and she's going to look, and she's going to send it to Nippers, who gets it a leg on it. That goes to the middle. Marquez finally comes up with it. She's going to send it wide. That's to Gaffney. She's going to look to Hamlin. Hamlin's trying to control it, and the defense is going to kick it out, and that'll be a throw-in. We have 6 seconds, but I'm not sure because we'll have some add-on time because we had some injury time. But I guess they stopped the clock. I think in high school they stopped the clock. So that's the end of the first half. And what is an exciting first half between these two rival teams, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets and the Show Low Cougars. It is 3-3 in a key 3A East battle. You're listening to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week.
It's Deal or Better Deal, only at Hatch Toyota in Show Low. Make your best deal on any new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Then play Deal or Better Deal. We've got 15 briefcases loaded with bonus discounts from $300 to a whopping $3,000. Pick your case, open it up, boom, $800 in additional savings. Now here's the twist. Keep it or risk it and go for a better deal. You can keep going until you say Deal or drop below your last pick. Financing starting at 0% for 72 months and payment starting at just $189 a month at Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has a kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
It started with a dream, simple, honest, and rooted in the White Mountains of Arizona. That dream shaped legends, and those legends built Perkins Cinders through decades of ethic and hard work. the business became more than a name. Perkins Cinders, built by legends, driven by purpose.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand up. And that's exactly how we make our customers for life. The Furniture Gallery, the champions of comfort. Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
What would you buy with a $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse? You could load up for hunting, fishing, and camping. Grab a Traeger or a Pit Boss smoker, high-end Vortex optics, or top-notch boots and outdoor gear. When you get your insured windshield replaced by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, you get your choice of 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets, or a $100 window tint certificate. You're entered to win the $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand up. And that's exactly how we make our customers for life. The Furniture Gallery, the champions of comfort.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
Hatch Toyota will pay top dollar for your trade, whether you buy a vehicle from us or not. Get a free appraisal. Get a free Carfax report. Get a check. And we'll pay you up to 120% above Kelley Blue Book value. Hatch Toyota is buying quality late model vehicles. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall. Get an appraisal. Get a check. We want your vehicle and are willing to pay for it. Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and hatchtoyota.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
What would you buy with a $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse? You could load up for hunting, fishing, and camping. Grab a Traeger or a Pit Boss smoker, high-end Vortex optics, or top-notch boots and outdoor gear. When you get your insured windshield replaced by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, you get your choice of 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets, or a $100 window tint certificate. You're entered to win the $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. This is
show for the 3A East rivalry game between the Show Low Cougars and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets in a key 3A East girls soccer matchup. And here we are at halftime. 3-3. An exciting first half for this game here, and you just saw the first goal that was scored in 45 seconds by Butler on a great pass by Judd, and there's the first goal for the Yellow Jackets. That was Hamblin just going through the defense, and then pretty soon we're going to see the second goal for the Yellow Jackets on a PK from Hamblin. And that's Miley Hamblin, who kicks it toward the goal, and Verdugo gets her foot in there and squeezes it past the goalie for the second goal of the game for the Yellow Jackets, and that allows them to take the lead 2-1. And then a few minutes later, as you saw the highlight of the Hamblin first goal, it was basically deja vu again by Hamblin, who was able to slice through the Cougar defense and able to score her second goal of the night to put up Blue Ridge 3-1. And then at just under the 16th minute, again on a give and go from midfield, they're able to Sholo was able to kick the ball forward. Butler able to outrun the defenders. She had an opportunity before to score, but it was a great defensive play by the Yellow Jackets that was able to come back up and knock the ball away from her before she could take the shot. So the second go-round for Butler, she took the shot from the top of the goal as the goalie was running back, misplayed it, and Butler was able to get the second goal for the Cougars to bring it to 3-2. And then if you're watching on the Sports Zone YouTube, the game of the week, you're watching the replays of the first half. They just showed the PK that tied the game up under 2 minutes left in the first half. That was Tatum Moore who takes the PK and places it perfectly in the area that needs to go, where no one, I don't care what level, high school, college, or NWSL, you are going to score every single time on that kick right there in that direction. Top corner, top right corner from that angle. Nice job, great job by Tatum Moore to get the game-tying goal. And there you have it. It is 3-3 as we begin the second half here at the Cougar pitch. The Show Low Cougars will have the ball to begin with to start the second half. Blue Ridge started it in the first half. So 40 minutes to go. And at this time, during the regular season, games can end in a tie. If it was a playoff, obviously they'll keep going, and they eventually get to a shootout. But here, during the regular season, it can end in a tie. So we're going to see at the end of the second half, the last 40 minutes, if we can get a victorious team here tonight between these rivals. Will it be Blue Ridge? Will it be Show Low? And Show Low has control. They're going to get it up to the middle. Into the middle. Defense for the Blue Ridge has been fairly good. They're just, I just like the speed of the Show Low Cougars, and I like their thinking, which is send it and then let him go get it. And here is, I believe that's Scott right there for the, Kaylin Scott, who had a little bit of an injury in the first half. She's good to see that she's back out, and I believe Judd is also for the Show Low Cougars. She went out there toward the end of the first half, and it's good to see that she is back in the game for the Show Low Cougars. Throw in for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be interesting to see because they kind of moved at some point. They moved Mile Hamlin to the defense, but here she is. She's got control of the ball. She's got someone wide, but she's going to try to power through, and she does. She still has control, and she's going to send it to the middle, but no one's there for the Yellow Jackets. And Cougars have an opportunity to put pressure on the Blue Ridge defense, and they're going to send it deep and see if they can't outrun, but the goalie's going to come out and kick it away. But that's Sophie Ellis that's able to come down with it, take control. She's going to look for Butler on the outside, and she's going to get the – I thought if she wanted to take it, she can, but she does a little maneuver, and she does get to the outside. She's going to try to send it to the middle, and there's an opportunity for Show Low. Loose ball. Here's a shot. Blocked by the Blue Ridge defenders. Tried to kick out, and finally Halls comes away with it, is able to jump on it. Wow. Just like the first half, the second half is just as exciting and starts right off. By both teams trying to take control. And this is what you like to see. These are both very aggressive teams. And you're seeing it right now. As soon as someone makes a mistake, the other side is taking advantage of it. And right now we've got Blue Ridge in control of the ball. They're going to pass to the middle, and they're going to send it down. That's Hamlin. She's going to take control. She's going to send it wide to Nippers, but not quite wide enough, but she does. She gets control of it and shoots, and it's just wide. So shot by each team so far here. I tell you what, we're just 3 minutes into the second half, and it is already an exciting game. Here's a shot by Hamlin, and she's going to go wide. That'll be a goal kick. Just turn and shoot. That's a nice job. I like that aggressive mentality right there by Hamlin. You know, don't wait for the defender to come to you. Just if you think you have a shot, turn around and take it. Force the issue. And here's a missed kick that Blue Ridge is going to try to take advantage of, and they're going to throw the throw, and I thought that was a little bit of a foul, a little push off by Scott, but she got away with it. Here's Butler looking to send it. She's going to send it deep. Judd's trying to get there, and she will. She'll take control of it. She's going to try to go around, maneuver the defender. Defender doing a nice job staying with her, forcing Judd to get to the corner. Judd takes the line. Defender gives it up. But here's the defender for the Yellow Jackets able to get it out, get it up there to Hamlin. Hamlin's going to send it. I believe that's Nippers on the outside. She's going to cut around. She's going to send it to the middle. There's Gaffney. She sends it back on a little give to go, but not quite enough. But that will be a Blue Ridge throw-in. Again, very aggressive both sides. Both sides just trying to take advantage of any small opportunity that may come their way. Blue Ridge with the ball. Sends it to the middle. I believe that's Verdugo that has it. She's turning around. She's going to get it to the middle. She's got opportunity. Just Cougar defender gets in the way. And now the Cougars have the ball. Butler's got it. She's looking to go to the outside. She's got speed. She does. She gets to the edge. She's down to the middle. She's going to take it to the middle, send it to the middle, but the defender thought she was going to go outside, not back to her. But Cougars still have the ball. Send it to the middle. Sophie Ellis gets it to Butler on the outside. Butler looking. She's going to send it middle. Judd's got it. Judd looking, trying to get around the defender. defender doing a nice job. She comes away and gets the ball clean. The ball's in the middle. Judd is a little bit down, shaken up. I think she twisted her ankle. Here's a shot by Sophie Ellis, and that's into the defender. Blue Ridge has got it. They're going to send, that's Verdugo, sends it deep. But Scott's going to be there for the Cougar defense to turn it. Gaffney's going to go and try to control it. That'll be a Blue Ridge throw-in. I believe that's Sanchez. We have a sub, not a sub, but we're switching. Nippers and Gaffney, there's the sides of the pitch. Verdugo's got it in the middle. She's going to see, she's looking, she's going to send it deep. See if somebody's got there. Who's there? Hamlin and Nippers, but that's kicked. That's a corner kick. That's aggressive moves right there by Nippers and Hamlin, forcing the Cougar defender to kick it out of bounds on the goal side. So this will be a corner kick for Blue Ridge. It's their second goal kick. Here's the attempt. Chested out by the Cougars and then kicked out. There'll be a throw-in for the Yellow Jackets. Nice defense right there by the Cougars. So still a lot of action. No goals, but a lot of action for sure. And here Scott steps in but kicks it right back out. So Blue Ridge ball. They're going to throw it in quickly. They're going to take a page from Show Low's book right here. Here's Hamlin. She's trying to go around, squeeze through the defenders, and cannot quite get it through, and she knocks it out. That'll be a goal kick. Hamlin really aggressive. She does a great job of getting in between the players of the defense. Scott's going to kick it out to the middle. No one there for the Cougars. Verdugo there. She's going to try to control it, kick it to the outside. That's Nippers right there. Gets it around. Scott's control, but Scott's there. Kick back out, trying to get to the middle. Hamlin trying to get her leg up but couldn't control it. This is Butler now, and she's going to send it to the middle. But the other Hamlin on defense is going to kick it down, and it looks like that's Gaffney that's got possession for the Yellow Jackets on the left side of the pitch. Here's a pass to the middle. Cougars have it. Trying to figure out who's going to come up with that possession. Big battle for it, but they kick it out. Inevitably, it'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Both teams being aggressive, going after us. It's a 3-3 ball game. I should say it's a 3-3 football game with 31 minutes left in this second half. Both teams being aggressive and having their opportunities with shots on goal, but just either being wide or good saves by the goalkeepers. Here's Blue Ridge. Here's Hamlin. She's in the middle. No one is after her. She's got three guys. She pulls it back, kicks it to the outside, but Nippers had gone to the inside on the middle, so she wasn't there. Goes out of bounds, big goal kick. And that's Miley Hamlin. Number 11, Austin Hamlin, is the one on defense. Here's one in the middle. Here's Verdugo getting it to Marquez, but a nice job by the Cougars to get it out. Send it to the front. That's to put a little pressure on the defense. They're going to send it to the wide side. Cougar defense doing a nice job beating the defender, but now it's a turnover. And here's Gaffney going up the sideline. Nice hustle by the defense of the Cougars. Now Hamlin has the ball. Hamlin looking, trying to get to the middle. She's got the middle. She's going to shoot. Someone's there. Loose ball. Hamlin with a goal! Hamlin with the loose ball and just sends it toward the goal and is able to get by the goalkeeper of the Cougars to put the Yellow Jackets in the lead. That's a never give up attitude right there. Never say die by Hamlin. Look at this. She shoots, hits the goal, hits a defender. They keep the ball's just out there. Hamlin goes and gets it and just sends it in with her left foot. That Hamlin's hat trick for the night. That's 3 goals for Hamlin. Puts Blue Ridge up 4-3. But again, both teams being aggressive. Here's Butler getting around her defender, going down the left side, getting to the middle. Defender tried to get in front of Butler. Butler just could not control it. Tried to get it to where she could send it to the middle. But again, right there, just attacking quickly after the goal by the opposing team. Look at both sides. Look at Butler right there. Just doing a great job of getting it. She just couldn't quite keep control of the ball, and it got away from her. But she receives it back. She's going to send it to the middle. That's Sophie Ellis, but it goes through her, and then it goes down. I think that's number 15 for the Cougars, who lets it go, gets it to the middle. It's kicked out, but that number 15 is Tally Lazenby. And they kick it to Butler. Butler's going to come try to get it. The goalie comes out, knocks it out. Nice job by Halls. Giving up the body is Halls for that save, and is able to get it, allow her team to get it out. It'll be a Show Low throw-in, but definitely toward midfield. We've got substitutions going on. Hall's doing a much better job in the second half of understanding that, not getting herself out of position. First half, she a couple times trying to come out, and then she's just indecisive. Led to some opportunities for Show Low, and they were able to take advantage of one. That was Butler, but Hall's doing a great job of not being indecisive, making a decision. Once she makes it, she has been making plays for the Yellow Jackets here on the Cougar pitch. Cougars with possession, sending it wide. That's Judd. Judd's going to corral it, try to get possession. Doesn't. She asks for a foul, and the funny thing is she gets the foul from the farthest judge on the field, the farthest ref from the field. So this will be a free kick. Judd coming up, putting the foot to the ball. Here's a loose ball in the goalie box. Nice job by the Blue Ridge defender. That's number 14. That's Molly Rose getting in front of Butler and allowing Halls to come get the ball and make the save. Now we've got Nippers on the outside. She's going to try to kick it to the middle. No one there, unfortunately, for him, but the Cougars take advantage. Here's Sophie Ellis trying to get it up there to the middle and send it wide to Judd, who can't control it, gets out of the way. Here's a loose ball. Hamblin comes away with it for Blue Ridge. She's going to go toward the defenders. She's got 3 defenders. She's looking. She fakes the shot. Now she'll shoot. It's going to go wide. Gaffney's got to kind of pay attention out there. She's on the left wing. I think if she crashes a little bit, she's not sure what Hamlin's going to do, but if she just crashes in that direction right there, she could try to do a redirect. But instead, that goes wide, and it's a Show Low goal kick. So they're going to send it wide, and here's a nice job by Gaffney getting control, trying to. Goes out of bounds, forcing the turnover is Gaffney right there. She'll have the throw-in. She's going to be quick on it. I believe that's is that Marquez right there. She's going to send it to the middle. Nippers trying to get possession, can't quite. Sanchez, Verdugo. Anybody for the Yellow Jackets? They finally do get control. Here's Marquez. She's going to send it to the middle. That's Hamlin. Hamlin's going to send it wide. Nippers, is she there? She's going to beat the goalie. Oh, nope, it was out. It went past the line. Goal kick. Nippers was not quite there fast enough on the pass outside by Hamlin. 25 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half. Blue Ridge 4, Show Low 3. We're at the Cougar pitch in a key 3A East girls soccer battle. You're listening to Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. This is Byron Brown B Square calling it for you. Here's a kick out of bounds. That'll be Show Low possession. Nice throw in by Scott. Butler looking, and she is able to take almost, yep, she's going to get possession back. Nice job by Show Low. Scott's going to send it deep, see if they can't force the issue. And they do. Judd's got it in the middle. She's looking, she's going to send the shot in. And Halls with a save. Halls with a big save right there. Judd really unleashing the right leg cannon up high and forcing Halls to make a great save. And that's exactly what she does for the Yellow Jackets to keep the Yellow Jackets on top 4-3. She need every inch of her height right there, did Halls, to make that save. Corner kick for the Cougars. They're going to send it here shortly. Waited too long. Defender's able to get there. Hamlin's got it. That's Miley Hamlin. She's going to send it deep, but no one's there. The Cougars still have possession. They're going to send it forward. Judd's got it. I think that's Sophie Ellis now that has it. She's trying to get it. That's Brittany Butler. I'm sorry, Butler in the middle, going back and forth, drawing defenders, and then finally taking a shot on goal. But Halls is able to make the save. That could be the play of the game right there by Halls. I mean, I know Hamlin has 3 goals, but that was a key save by Halls. Big one to keep this game 4-3 Blue Ridge. Here's Scott sending it back in for the Cougars, trying to produce an attack, but Verdugo is able to come away with it for Blue Ridge, sends it deep. But Tatum Moore, I believe that's Tatum Moore who comes away with it, looking, finally knocked out, but Show Low possession. She's going to throw it in to Butler. Butler looking. She's going to do a little heel kick, send it in. I believe that's 15 right there. That's Lazenby. And here's another shot. Goal! There's another shot by Judd in the middle. And this time she sends it to the corner, and Halls cannot make the save. It just goes by Halls. If she just had her dad's length right there, I think she makes the save, but just out of her reach. Nice, great kick right here by Judd, and nice job right in the corner, exactly where you want it to be. And that is the game-tying goal for the Show Low Cougars right here. Boom, look at that, right in the corner. Very tough to make that save by any goalie right there. So Judd with the goal. It's 4-4 here, 22 and a half minutes in this second half, back and forth affair between these two teams. Both teams being aggressive. Here's the Yellow Jackets trying to go on the offensive, but yep, here's a turnover. Here's Hamlin. She's going to go. She's going to try to weave her way through, but is stopped, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Show Low throw-in. Both sides just, I love to see this attacking. 4-4. Here's a shot to the middle. Open. Here comes Sanchez. She's going to try to kick it, and it's knocked away by the Cougar defender, but it will be a goal kick. I mean, a penalty corner kick. It will be a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets. Open shot for Sanchez. Great job by the Cougar defender to get back and put her body in between her and the goal. Knock the ball away. Corner kick. 4-4. Here we are. Sending it, trying low, send it. Here's Verdugo with a shot. Wide and outside. I don't think she understood how much time she did have. She could have taken like about 1 or 2 more dribbles and then really put that foot. You saw what kind of strong legs she has with that kick, the way she sent it and how far she sent it and where she sent it. And here's a long ball. Judd outrunning the defense. Here's another shot for Judd, lefty, and another save by Hall. Judd with a great pace, outrunning the defenders, getting her left foot in and forcing another great save by the Yellow Jacket goalkeeper, Amy Halls, right there, able to, again, use all her length to get it out. And here's another shot by Sophie Ellis on the corner kick. Here's a shot in. Nobody, ball bouncing around. Who's got it? Finally goes out. That'll be a goal kick. Two great saves by Amy Halls here in the second half. One that for the short while was able to keep the game Blue Ridge ahead, and the other one kept Show Low from taking the lead. And that was and the one that she did let through, that was just a great shot by Judd of the Cougars. So again, Blue Ridge putting pressure on. That's Hamlin sending it to the middle. Tried to get Nippers, but not quite there. Here's the goalie throwing it forward. And defender not sure which way to go because she's got Butler on the outside, and you can't allow Butler to have that kind of room. And Butler looking a little heel kick, gets it back. She's going to go to the outside, see if she can get to the middle or send it to the middle. She tries, but that's a nice job by the defender for Blue Ridge to come back and be able to make that block. And here's Nippers, her and Scott trying to go make a move, and ball goes out. That's off of Scott of the Cougars. Yellow Jacket throw in. Sanchez to Hamlin. Hamlin looking. She's going to get to the middle to Verdugo. Verdugo's going to go give it back to Hamlin. A little give and go. Hamlin's looking to see which way we're going to go. She's going to shoot. Hits the defender, and then Scott's going to send it back to the middle. But Blue Ridge takes control, and they're going to send it up front. Better make a decision, and there we go. The defender's like, hey, I thought my goalie's coming. I'm going to block anybody that's coming. And the goalie thought, well, I thought you were going to take it. Finally, the goalie takes it. And here's a ball in the middle. Who's going to have control? That's Blue Ridge. I believe that's Marquez right there. She's going to send it to the middle. Uh-oh, Hamlin's got it. She's going to try to score, but she does not. That's the defender is able to get in the way, and she's fairly happy with her effort, and she should be. That was a great effort by the Cougar defender. I think that's number 9, McKenna Judd. Oh, no, that's I'm sorry. I'm not sure who that defender was. Oh, Nellie Rollins, I believe. Nellie Rollins, is that what I hear? So Nellie Rollins, nice job right there. Keeping Hamlin from getting a shot off for the Cougar defense. And here's Butler. She's got some room, and she's got the speed after Burners right here. She's got ahead of the defenders. She's going to stop. Didn't quite have the angle, and she's going to try to pitch it in to Judd right there. Judd's trying to keep track. Send it back to Ellis. Ellis, send it to the middle. Unfortunately, no one is there. No one for the Cougars is there. So see if Blue Ridge will try to go on the attack. Here's Gaffney on the outside. And that's going to be a nice job by the defender for the Cougars, causing a turnover. Their throw in. We have 16-20 left in the second half. It is 4-4. An exciting match. At halftime it was 3-3. Even though there's only been one goal each scored, this has been a very exciting game because there has been plenty of opportunities by both sides to add more, but just great defense and goalkeeping by both sides here in this second half, and the Cougars come away with it. And here's a send to Butler. Too much, though. Amy Halls is going to come out and be able to send it back and quail that opportunity. And here's a That's going to be, that's a pretty obvious foul by Scott right there, pushing in the back. So that'll be a PK, or I'm sorry, penalty kick, free kick. Free kick at that side. PK is inside the box. So this is a free kick right here for the Yellow Jackets. See what they're going to do. They're going to send it, see where they're going to go. It's going to go in. Marquez has it. A couple players touching it, still going around, bouncing around. Not quite full possession. Looks like the Cougars are going to come away with it. Goes up the right side, but it is taken away by Blue Ridge. That's Marquez. She's trying to send it up. It's finally Verdugo in the middle. She's going to send it to the side. That's Scott that's going to send it back over out of bounds. So it'll be throw in Blue Ridge. So Show Low already has a tie on their record. I think they tied Northland Prep 2-2. Here's a race. Butler wins it, but Amy Halls is able to get to the ball. Butler was able to beat the defender, but on the touch, it just got too much away from her. And Amy Halls has to come out and make a play on it. And we've got a throw in for Show Low. They're going to throw it in quickly, try to get it to Butler. The defenders got it, couldn't quite get rid of it. That was Tally right there. They had the opportunity. There's free ball. Here's Scott. No one around her. She's going to send it to the middle. Again, ball bouncing around. Finally kicked out by the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and that is Nippers who has it, who sends it forward, but no one for Yellow Jackets there. Back in, that's Sophie Ellis taken away. Nippers has it, but this is Tatum Moore, I believe. It's going to send it up. No one there. It's going to be sent forward. Nippers has got it. Took it away from Scott. 13 minutes in this half. 4-4. Each side has scored a goal. That would be Hamlin has scored a goal. And Judd has scored a goal. Hamlin for the Yellow Jackets, Judd for the Cougars. Here's Hamlin, taken away by Moore. That's going to be a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets. Corner kick coming up for the Yellow Jackets. That's Molly Rose that takes it. She sends it deep. Here's an attempted header, got by. No one around. Here's Butler that's going to come up with it. She's going to try to get it to the outside, but Verdugo makes a nice job, but now it goes back to Butler, who's like, okay, I got to wait. I gotta wait for my batteries to recharge before I put the afterburners. But here's a shot down the sideline, and Blue Ridge is able to come and control it and kick it out of bounds. Nice job by Show Low to force the issue. Two Cougars will throw it in. Throwing down the line. Blue Ridge will kick it out. I think that's Judd that's going to be throwing it in. Throws it back. Back pass to Judd. Judd's going to try to get it there to the middle, but Yellow Jackets there. Ball's going around. We're going to have a foul. Foul on Marquez, so that's going to be a free kick. Within the distance, definitely for Sophie Ellis, who looks like she's taking it. Opportunity here for the Cougars. I think that's Sophie Ellis. Puts her hand up. Here's the whistle. Here will be the shot. It's going to be short to Butler, who gets it and scores! What a play by the Cougars. You knew that was drawn up. That was called out by the Cougars right there. The defenders went in the air. Ellis put it on the ground. They went up in the air. Butler came around, picked it up. No one picked her. And she scores. Butler right here. Boom. Puts it across to put the Show Low Cougars up 5-4 with just under 11 minutes here in the second half. Great free kick play by the Cougars. And I believe that is Butler's third goal of the game. So she has the hat trick, as well as Miley Hamlin of the Yellow Jackets. As we know, these leads are short-lived. Here's a shot. It's going to be just wide. Both teams will be attacking, and right off the bat right there, after the goal, the Yellow Jackets are attacking. Here's the kick out to free ball. Show Low, Blue Ridge fighting for it. Who's going to come up with it? Nice job by Tally right there. Again, fight for it in the middle. Verdugo's got it for the Yellow Jackets. She's going to send it wide, and that's Nippers who's going to go. Nope, she's not going to turn. She's going to turn to the middle. She's going to send it to the middle. That's Gaffney on the other side. Can't quite control it. Gets it through her legs, goes, and then I believe it's knocked out by Show Low. So it would be Blue Ridge throw in. They're going to put it in the middle. I think that's Sanchez. Gets it to the middle. Hamlin tries to get around. This is given away, but now back to the middle. That's Nippers, who tries to get it to Hamlin. But Hamlin wasn't there. She started going toward the center. So Show Low controls it. Scott has it. She's looking at trying to send it. She's got a little pressure. She's going to turn the afterburners on. She says, you know what? You want to come after me? I feel a little pressure. She's going to go. And there, we're coming from looking for a foul, but no foul. She played the ball first before the player. And as long as you play the ball before the player, it's not a foul. It just looks bad. It looks bad, but it is not. And at some point, if we get a replay of that, we'll see if the ball was played first. Here's a throw in. Let's see right here. Here we go. Here's the replay. Slowed it down. Here comes, and the ball, it's close, but she was more toward the ball than she was the player. So good call. No call. Good no call. Show Low with the throw in. Great job by our camera crew and I think that's Sean and then Noah right there doing a great job. Noah with the replay, slowing it down for us. Our camera crew with a great angle. Got substitution for the Cougars. 7.5 minutes left. Show Low 5, Blue Ridge 4. What a great game in this rivalry game between the Blue Ridge Yellow. Here's a shot to the wide side between the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets and the Show Low Cougars in the key 3A East girls soccer. What's at stake? It could be a swap of the rankings between the two. Blue Ridge is ranked 5, Show Low 6. The difference is number 6 plays number 3 and number 5 plays number 4. So you kind of rather play the number 4 seed typically than the number 3 seed. But either way, the 5 and 6 are going to be on the road. But you're also talking just it's a rivalry game. You want to come away and you want to say that I won this game. And I think this is the only meeting between these two teams. And here's a free kick down the middle, wide open. Here's a shot, and it's knocked away. That's Talia right there with a shot, and it's knocked away by the Blue Ridge defense. That's going to be a Show Low corner kick. Show Low putting on the pressure again, even though they've got the 1-goal lead. Sometimes you see teams this with 6 minutes left in the second half, they kind of start to try to play in possession and do one, but not the Show Low Cougars. They're attacking. And here's the corner. We're just going to take it, send it deep and wide. Here's open to the left side, or the right side. No one there, goes all the way through. Blue Ridge has it, trying to get it up, but that's going to be knocked out. Good pressure by Show Low right there. They'll retain possession. They're going to have a throw in. They're going to try to send it deep. It's off the Show Low Cougars. That'll be a Blue Ridge throw in. Nice job of the Cougars. They've got control. Going to send it in. But that's picked up by Halls. She's going to come all the way over here to this side, the opposite side, send it in. That's Tatum Moore that tries to get to the middle. She does. Show Low does have possession. That's Scott. She's going to try to send it wide where they have possession. Take some time off. This is where sometimes you see them go to the corner, try to take some time off, go to the flag, and that's where she's headed. Trying to go wide. She fights for it, goes to the middle. It's open. She's got a teammate right there, shoots it in, knocked away. Who's going to have it? That's Hamlin and Butler going, but Hamlin's able to come away with it. See if she goes to the outside. She's going to send it, but Scott's right there back. Nice job by the Cougar defense. They've got 4 ladies back there waiting. It's going to take a lot to get past them. Tally's going to send it in. There's Butler. She's got a shot and a goal, and it's off the goalkeeper with a shave and over the crossbar. Butler with another shot. Here's a save by Halls. Off the crossbar. No one on the other side for the Cougars to get that rebound. And then by the time it does, it goes off them, and it's a goal kick. So here's Blue Ridge. They've got 3.5 minutes to try to get the game-tying goal. It is Show Low 5, Blue Ridge 4. Both teams attacking. Not taking it easy, not going 4 corners. Here's Show Low. See if they start to at the moment. They're going to send it forward. They're going to send it to Butler again. She's going to get outside. She's going to bring it back, go back forth. She's got an opening. She's going to send it to the middle. That's Talia, and it's just off wide. Again, there is no 4 corners in this. It is attack, attack, attack. Hey, if we're up 1, let's go up 2. 2:45 left in this second half. You're listening to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Blue Ridge has got to start something. Here's Hamlin. See if she tries to go to the outside. She's going to send it down the middle. She's got nippers. Goalie comes out. Able to make the save, does the goalie. I believe that was Rawlings back there also trying to help on that defensive side. Nellie Rollins right there. Here's Blue Ridge pressing. Throw in Blue Ridge. Here's Nippers. Looking to the middle. Who's there? Trying to kick it out. Not quite. Here's Blue Ridge to the outside. That's Hamlin. Can't get it by. Here's Butler. She's going to kick it deep with 1.5 minutes. That's a nice job by Butler. Just sending it deep, take some time off. And here's Tatum sending it to the middle to Sophie. Now Verdugo's got it. Let's see if she's going to control it. There's a kicked out. Minute 11 left for Blue Ridge to get the game tying goal. Here's Scott to the middle. Marquez. She's going to send it to the middle. Who's going to beat there? Verdugo to the outside. Gaffney sending it in. And the goalie, this is where you just fall down, and she does. Very well coached right there. That's exactly what you do as the goalie. 45 seconds. 40 seconds. And that's going to get past everybody, and Butler's going to, is she going to put the icing on the cake? Here she is, 101. Oh, she sends it over. Sends it over, but that takes a lot of time. They're trying to find a ball. She kicked it all the way over the fence. 22 seconds. 20 seconds. Show Low's going to come away with a victory here on their own pitch over the rival Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. A come-from-behind victory. They were down 3-1. Came back tie at 3-3, down 4-3. Tied at 4-4, and they got the go-ahead goal to go up and win 5-4 over their rivals, Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. The Show Low Cougars victorious here tonight on their own pitch, in which they wear the October pink jerseys. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back. You're listening to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
It started with a dream. Simple, honest, and rooted in the White Mountains of Arizona. That dream shaped legends, and those legends built Perkins Cinders. Through decades of ethic and hard work, the business became more than a name. Perkins Cinders, built by legends, driven by purpose.
What would you buy with a $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse? You could load up for hunting, fishing, and camping. Grab a Traeger or a Pit Boss smoker, high-end Vortex optics, or top-notch boots and outdoor gear. When you get your insured windshield replaced by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, you get your choice of 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets, or a $100 window tint certificate. You're entered to win the $3,000 shopping spree at Sportsman's Warehouse. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
The all-new 2025 Toyota Tacoma is here at Hatch Toyota, and it's tougher, smarter, and bolder than ever. It's built to handle Arizona's wildest terrain. Drive one home for as low as $269 a month. Plus, it's deal or better deal. Make your best deal on any new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Then take your shot at bonus savings with 15 mystery briefcases. Each holds a hidden discount from $300 to $3,000. Only at Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall.
At the Furniture Gallery, we just don't sell lazy boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. We sell the good life. We'll do whatever it takes to make your house feel like a home, short of tucking you in at night. Comfort guaranteed, style on point. Because once you sit down, you'll never want to stand up. And that's exactly how we make our customers for life. The Furniture Gallery, the champions of comfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
And welcome back to Cougar Pitch, where it's final. The Show Low Cougars are victorious on their own pitch, 5-4 over their rival Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and take a big 3A East victory home with them here tonight. And a quick recap of the scoring. Butler for the Cougars starts it off, scores within 45 seconds, and puts the Cougars up 1-0. Blue Ridge is able to respond with Miley Hamlin coming back, being aggressive and going through the defense and scoring the Yellow Jackets' first goal about a minute later. And then another minute later on a free kick, Verdugo for the Yellow Jackets is able to get a foot on the ball and get it past the goalkeeper of the Cougars to put the Yellow Jackets up 2-1. And then Hamlin, once again, deja vu, does it all over again, goes through the defense of the Cougars and is able to score her second goal of the night to put up the Yellow Jackets 3-1. But that wasn't where it stopped. The Cougars were able to fight back, and they were able to come back on a Sophie Ellis goal. And then on the second, no, I'm sorry, that was Butler. I believe it was Butler with the goal to make it 3-2. She was able to outrun the defense of the Yellow Jackets, was able to get it past the goalie who was out of place. That put it 3-2. And then Tatum Moore was able to connect on a free kick, put it perfectly into the corner to tie it up 3-3. And going into the second half, and then that's where it got interesting. Judd for the Cougars with a cannon from her right foot, able to put it into the corner to give the Cougars the tying goal at 4-4. Before that, Blue Ridge was able to take the lead on another Hamlin goal to make it 4-3. Judd put it to 4-4. And then the game-winning goal by Butler, who outruns everybody and puts it in to get the game-winning goal, 5-4. The Show Low Cougar girls win here tonight on the Cougar Pitch. And this is Byron Brown B Square, and we've got the post-game wrap-up right here with our Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and that is Taylin Butler. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Taylin, great game out there.
Thank you.
The hat trick, how's it feel?
Feels pretty good.
Yeah? Have you had a hat trick yet at this level?
Yeah, not this year. This year's been a pretty rough start. So this game's definitely boosted my confidence a little.
Yeah. Well, hey, 3 goals will do that. How about I love the game plan that I'm sure the coaching staff, your coaches came out with, because it's something similar that I used to do when I was coaching girls soccer, which is I always thought if I felt I had the fastest players, I put them up front and I sent the ball and I just let my fastest players outrun everybody.
Yeah.
And you and Judd were doing a great job with that.
Yeah. We definitely practiced it a lot and used our speed to our advantage, and I think it worked good.
Yeah, it worked out great. How How great does it feel to have the victory over your rival?
It feels pretty good.
Does it feel pretty good? This is a big game here because Blue Ridge was undefeated in region play. You guys have had a rough go, as you said, at the moment, but this gets you to 500. This puts the first loss against Blue Ridge. Plus, Blue Ridge came in the power rankings at number 5. You guys were number 6. Possibly with this win, you guys might maybe pass them.
Yeah, I believe so.
How big is that?
It's pretty big. I think it's going to help our team a lot with confidence, especially.
Yeah. Well, and it sounds like it's just kind of the season kind of got off to a rough start, but now all of a sudden you guys have started to get it together. You guys had a big tie. I mean, Northland Prep, I believe you tied Northland Prep 2-2.
Yeah.
They're a very good team. They've always been a good team in the past. So was that the turning point for you guys to start getting a little bit more confidence?
Yeah, honestly, that game did help a lot. They're like one of our big rivals too. We've played them in state for the last 2 years, so that game's a big deal. And
you guys came away with a 2-2 tie, and again, it sounds like that may have got you guys over the board. How big was this victory? Not just for you, but for the team.
It was a pretty big victory. I mean, like I said, our confidence needed that. Yeah, we've kind of been struggling. So that was nice.
That is awesome. That's great. And there you go. This is Tylen Butler, who is the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Medical Regional Center. And folks, Show Low Cougars, as she's saying, may have a little confidence. Big game against Northland Prep where they tied, and now the big victory over their rivals, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, to get them to 500 in 3A East Region play. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And this is the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week wrap-up show. Again, the Show Low Cougars victorious here tonight over their rival, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, 5-4, helped out by the hat trick by the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Medical Regional Center, White Mountain Regional Medical Center. That's Tylen Butler. Tylen Butler of the Show Low Cougars, who was the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week Player of the Game, and she was able to get the hat trick and also the game-winning goal. There you have it. Big game tonight here at the Show Low pitch. Victorious are the Show Low girls soccer team over the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Once again, that final score is 5-4. You're listening to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week presented by Sports Zone Radio. And this is Byron Brown B Square saying God bless, Godspeed.